Hello, my crystals. I'm very happy to finally be able to announce this. Okay, so I've been working on this for a very long time. I'm making a voice acting gotcha movie. I have 4 ways for you to audition. I will explain the ways. After that, we'll go through the rules, then plot what I'm looking for, and lastly, the character cards. Okay, so the first way is over Discord. The Discord link will be found in the description. How to audition with this way? Well, that's quite easy and simple. Join the server, verify, and audition. Now for the second way, over YouTube. Just upload your audition and use the tag #unknownauditions. Now, if you're going to audition over YouTube, you must have Roblox or TikTok, so when you get casted, I can message you the script and all that. Way number 3 is next. And last, we have the fourth way, which is over Casting Call Club. The link will also be in the description. Now, we will go over the rules. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to the rules. A little side note is you won't have to follow every single rule if you're auditioning for YouTube or Casting Call Club, as some of the rules are only for the Discord server. After reading the rules, I will tell you which rules you don't have to follow if you're auditioning for YouTube or Casting Call Club. Rule number 1. Follow and read the server rules. Before auditioning for anything, please make sure you have read the server rules. 2. You must be 10 or 10 plus. If you're 9 and turning 10 soon, then it's okay. But you'll need to DM me and tell me if you don't we find out, you will not have the chance to audition. And if you have already auditioned, your audition will be deleted. You must be 10 or 10 plus because this movie will contain blood plus gore. Rule number 3. Making fun of voices. Making fun of any voice is strongly forbidden here. Rule number 4. Do not beg for roles. Do not beg for any roles. If you do, you will definitely not get it. Rule number 5. Using voice changes. Voice changes are allowed as long as it sounds realistic. 6. Background noises. Having background noises is okay, but you will most probably have a higher chance of getting casted if you don't have any. Rule number 7. Use your voice. Do not send anyone else's voice if we find out you won't be casted. This also means do not claim someone's work as your own. 8. Positive feedback. Please try to only give positive feedback. If it's not positive, try to make it friendly. For example, not trying to be rude. I honestly think you should be louder. Rule number 9. Casting. Do not DM me or the staff members, aka admins, after the casting to complain. Rule number 10. Inspiration. Being inspired is okay, but please ask the person you got inspiration from first. Being heavily inspired means you'll have a low chance of getting casted because we want your original work. Rule number 11. Talking in audition channels. Giving compliments is okay, but do not talk there. Rule number 12. Only audition if you're comfortable or free. Please only audition if you know you'll be able to be there for a long time. Because this project's a long-term project, but it's a long-term project, no man. Please only audition if you are comfortable with your work being put on the internet. Rule number 13. Auditions after the deadline. Any auditions after the deadline will not be accepted. Rule number 14. Have fun. Most important thing while auditioning is to have fun. Those are all the rules. Now I'll tell you which ones you don't have to follow if you're not auditioning for Discord. Rule number 1, which was follow and read the server rules. Rule 9, do not DM me or the staff members, aka admins. But still, even if do not message me anywhere complaining. And for the staff admins, aka staff members, aka admins, that's only through Discord. But do not ever DM me if you didn't get casted and want to complain. With the rules, I have actually had written questions that might come to mind and a few tips and side notes. So, I'm gonna go through those two because that's better, so you can have a few more like oh my god, a few more knowledge about the movie. Oh, I didn't script this part. Sorry. Okay, we'll just go this first. Questions that might come to mind. Question. I'm just gonna say Q and A. Okay. Q. What happens when the movie ends? A. Well, you won't be able to speak in the channels for auditioning. For YouTube and the casting call club, you just won't be able. Like if you audition, it just won't be taking, and on casting call club, it will be closed. When I'm finished with the movie, and it's going to be out, I'll probably delete the categories related to the movie. Yeah, I changed my mind about that. I'm probably gonna keep them just in case more characters come in, or like at least keep the category, but not all the characters. I don't know how it's gonna be honestly. For like through YouTube, if you audition, just not gonna be taken at all. Casting call club, it's just gonna be closed, but the project will stay for any upcoming characters. Now, you're probably wondering, why would a movie have upcoming characters? Well, you'll find out. Don't worry, you'll find out. I For the Discord members, I'd advise you to stay because I'll definitely be holding more voice acted things, aka projects, in the future. Q. For what will the logo be used? A. It will be used for the opening of the movie. Q. Will this be twinging, animated, or screenshots? A. It's kind of mix of everything, but character movement will be screenshots, some prop movement will be animated or will be tweened. Q. How many characters can I audition for? A. You can audition for as many as you want. Q. Can we use reactions on auditions? A. Yes, you are allowed to use reactions. Of course, for YouTube and Casting Call Club, you can only comment, but you can react on Discord. Q. What happens when a character doesn't have any audition? A. Well, I might move the deadline, or if it's a female, I might voice them. If it's a female, I'll definitely voice them. Q. Will this movie contain chips? A. No, the genre is horror after all. But I'll give a spoiler, and if you don't like spoilers, then I'd advise you to skip a bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna count to 3 so you can skip. Skip about just 10 seconds. It's not important what I'm gonna say next. 1, 2, 3. Ace has a crush on Aliza. Yes, very nice. Okay, now the tips and side notes. 1. You can feel free to send your audition in as a video file or voice file. Now, this is morely for the Discord server because on YouTube and Casting Call Club, like on Casting Call Club, it's only MP3s, and on YouTube, it's videos. 2. Try to put emotion into your audition as if you are the character. 3. I'd recommend you to audition up to 3 characters to have a higher chance of getting casted. And if you're not a voice actor, then just ignore this tip. 4. You might have a higher chance of getting casted if I see more of your work, which you can send in #previous work of mine. Of course, 4 is also for the Discord server, but on YouTube, you can also feel free to tell me that this is some of your previous work. And of course, use the tag #anonymous auditions with it. Let's move on now. Okay, so up next is the plot. Let me just turn this page. I scripted this. Yay. I should focus more, sorry people. 5 friends, Aliza, Ella, Sarah, Felix, and Ace, having a normal sleepover on Friday night. They find a box with a book in it. They read the book, and then strange things start to happen. One by one, they disappear. Yeah. Now, this movie is horror themed. It will also contain blood, plus gore, death, and loud sounds. So if you're uncomfortable with those, I'd advise you to not audition. This is not only for voice actors, this is for the others' auditions because not really animators. Prop makers and stuff like that will also probably have to include blood. Oh, and for the loud sounds, for any voice actors, you might have to scream. If you can't, And it's a female. I might try to scream for you. um, let's see. Okay, now yeah, we're moving on to what I'm looking for. So I am looking for 7 female voice actors and 6 male voice actors. Now, of course, you can be non-binary or gender fluid or something like that. I just mean that there are 7 female characters to be voiced and 6 male characters to be voiced. About 3 to 5 background makers, 3 or more animators. Now, a side note is that the animators will mostly have to animate objects. For people who can animate characters but not objects, I'd advise you to not audition. A thumbnail artist, 2 to 5 prop makers, a logo maker, 4 editors, and about 1 to 3 sound effects makers. Yeah, now we're gonna be moving on to the character cards. The deadline is on the 1st of September. I will cast crew on the 2nd and the voice actors on the 3rd. I will upload a video revealing the cast on the same days, so for crew 2nd and voice actors 3rd. The video will be uploaded on this channel. And of course will be announced on Discord and the casting channel. And I will DM every person that got casted telling them. That's all, my lovely crystals, and have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, or night.